Huskies racing to the line in the hurry-up.
I'm a big believer in taking shots early in the game and being aggressive and showing my team I got confidence in them. Let's go make plays. First drive, already taking shots down the field. Nice job, nice pitch, nice catch.
And he was fortunate not to lose yardage on that play, able to wedge it back to the line of scrimmage. All right, guys, let's chat for just a moment about Washington. By no means was it a transfer portal exodus, the number of guys they lost among the fewest in the country, but you do wonder if things have just become really transactional in the sport right now.
Well, this is a team that had a lot of success last year, and a lot of their key players want to build off of that. So to me, not a big surprise that these guys decided to stick around.
Yeah, it's cool to see it, man. You don't see a lot of this in college football nowadays. A lot of people leaving. They're doing a good job of retaining their guys.
He'll take a shot. Oh, right through his hands. They came out attacking, wanted to impose their will, and they missed a big chance on that one. You can barely hear yourself thinking here as they're trying to get this defense off to a good start. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. They are calling for their defense in Baton Rouge. A huge third down coming up. From the gun, wants to pass. Using his legs to buy some time. Oh, he's got some space. Nice job by this junior quarterback to get it done on the ground. The Huskies started this drive backed up in their own end, and now they've moved into position to score. Reads it, fires complete. They get it down to the 7 on that pass play in prime position for a score. The gun, the running back has it. And the defense holds firm. No pickup at all on that play. Looking to throw, it's Chase. And a missed opportunity on third down as the defense knocks it free, and fourth down is coming up. And they decide to trot out the kicker. This crowd trying to do its part to get inside the kicker's head. Oh, and he missed it. No good. And the score will stay right where it is after that miss. So LSU's offense will take the field for the first time. And guys, defenses have been trying to figure out for years how to keep this guy from getting open, and they just can't seem to solve the riddle.
No, this guy has experience. He's been in the big moments, and it's so nice to have a guy that's been in your system, in your scheme. He knows the in and outs. You can move him all over the field. You can't place a premium high enough on a guy that knows the system inside and out.
You're right. I tell you, it was a great day for this offense when he decided to come back for his senior year, too. There were a lot of people that thought he might declare for the NFL. They weren't sure if they were going to lose him to the portal or not. He decided.
It's a seam wide open. Big gain on that one as he steps out of bounds with a first down.
And that's the dangerous part about this offense, man. They'll get the ball out to a receiver. They can do that. They can make plays after the catch. Hard to bring down, hard to tackle. That's why this offense can be so explosive.
It's complete to the right. They'll spot the ball at the 12 after that completion. Operating in the red zone here on second down. They'll leave it with the lone back. He is going nowhere. Stop at the line of scrimmage.
Great job at contained by this defense. And in order to do that, the end man on the line of scrimmage defensively has got to be able to set the point and force the football back into traffic. And that's exactly what happened.
Works his way to the 4-yard line, and they'll have it first and goal. And the Tigers are marching down the field. Looking downfield, it's Foster. Wide out, trying to get it in. Touchdown, Bayou Bengals. They grab the early lead. Setting up for the extra point after the first score of the game. And the PAT makes it 7-0. So that scoring drive took only 6 plays. And they capped the drive with a 4-yard touchdown pass. And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. Huskies have it back, trying to make this defense bow down to Washington. Finding themselves down 7-0, they'd love to get a drive going here. Works ahead for a couple. They'll stop him at the 27. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. Pass rush, gets there, gets home, gets him down at the 23. Washington wants to go quickly. 3rd and long, and he'll try to throw for it. Tackle is made at the 25-yard line, and that'll bring up a 4th down. They bring the punter onto the field now. First time we've seen their punt team this afternoon. Makes a nice grab at the 25. He's brought down, but a really solid effort to pick up every bit of yardage he could on the punt return. This drive will get started from the 37-yard line. Looking to throw on 1st down. Caught over the middle. It's Carr. And a good job of coverage by that defense. Just a short pickup. A little bit more to go after that last completion. They'll try to pick it up on 2nd down. The give from the gun. And how about the work up front by that big defensive line? They've got a good chunk of ground to cover on 3rd and long from the 41. Looking downfield, it's Foster. Oh, they really could have used that catch there. Physical pass defense. It brings up a 4th down. Quarterback may change this route. On 4th down, he'll try to toss it. Finds him out of the backfield. Still running at the 40. He'll go out of bounds. They'll mark him down at the 31, and a big pickup on that one. The Tigers getting set on 1st and 10. Looking for a gap. It's Wormley. You'll take 4 yards on 1st down every time, 2nd and 6. Looking to fire. Right on the money. Got some room, headed to the goal line. And he'll haul it in and take it to the end zone. Touchdown, LSU!
Yeah, and now this offense building that lead. It's still the first half, but I'll tell you what, shown some glimpses of why they can become a really, really good offense. Listen, you go into halftime, more of the same, right? Continue to do what you're doing, take care of the football. This offense has looked really good in the first half.
And the extra point makes it 14-0. Let's go to the studio now and check in with Kevin Connors. Kevin, what do you got?
All right, guys, a little update on what else is happening in college football this weekend. Washington State needs to pick up the pace, but this puppy is far from over. And with this crowd there in Pullman behind them, I'm kind of banking on a comeback. It's a touchdown game. They're trailing by 7 to Georgia Southern. Just another week of college football where we've come to expect the unexpected, fellas.
And how about that one? Kevin will be keeping an eye on everything going on elsewhere. The drive starts from their own 25-yard line. Coming out on 1st down with the play fake. Pulls it in. It's Ford. Stopped him at the 41, but that's a big pickup of 15. Washington right back to the line.
A nice passing game by this offense. The quarterback and the receiver on the same page, in time, in rhythm, creates the big play. And look at them. They're right back on the football, ready to run another play.
Going to take a shot at this DB. He gets it to the 31-yard line. A big play for this offense.
Well, Reese, you and I were talking about this before the game. How is this defense going to be able to deal with all the speed they have offensively? You saw them just rip off a big play.
And Jesse, now their head's spinning just a little bit. Give up a big chunk play, and it's right back at them. And they make the stop, and that will likely bring us to the end of the first quarter. We have the early makings of a quarterback duel, as these stats will show you. Now the challenge here, they've taken a punch, but they can't let it get out of hand as we start the second. First play of the period will be a second down. Dropping back, it's Chase. Looking to the big tight end. Hauls it in. They make the stop, but not before he sets them up with a first and goal from the 10. Quarterback on the keeper. Wrestled down at the 8-yard line as they threaten deep in the red zone. Defense rose up deep in its own end on that last play. Now a second and long coming. The run up the middle, trying to power to the goal line. And he does a really nice job finding open space and making a good gain before the stop is made. On third and goal, you can't hear yourself thinking here.
Second quarter might not be gamble time, but inside the 3, Palmer, I've got the green light. I'm going for this.
I am too, and you're essentially running a two-point play here, right? You've got a play you practice all week long. That's the play you dial up right here.
He slides that just inside the right upright. There is a flag down on the play. Now, if this is on the defense, the offense will have to decide whether to take the points off the board. Might be the worst-case scenario for this defense. Thought they'd held them to 3. Now the offense with a chance for more. Trying to punch it in. And he takes it in for the score. Touchdown, Washington. Big-time touchdown there to get some much-needed momentum.
You got to find something, right? Who are you going to go to make that big play to get you back into it? You're not back in it yet. It's not tied. You're not there yet, but you're starting to inch back into it and get some momentum going.
The kickoff unit is out there, and boy, did that last drive quiet this crowd. And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. LSU will dive into the playbook here on offense. Man, what a drive last time for the touchdown. That passing attack was lethal, David.
Yeah, and you hear all these stupid commentators like me and Jesse talking about create balance, run and pass. No, when you throw that good, spin the ball around.
So the defense has to find a way to affect the quarterback on this drive because last drive he had way too much time to throw.
Backed up now, here's second and long. To the air, it's Foster. That's reeled in, it's Carr. And they knock him down, but he got past the line to gain.
And a great job by the QB finding the running back, get him the football where he can do some damage after the catch, and most importantly, get the first down.
He wants to change this route. Wants to throw on first down. Looking deep down the right side. Oh, he dropped it. That deep ball was right on the money. You just have to make that catch. Behind the chains now. Second and long. From the gun, running back on the move. At midfield, he's got room. And this defense's head is spinning. He gets it down to the 27. He's got 50 yards rushing in this first half, and he is making quite the impression in the opener. To the air on first down. Here comes the heat. Nowhere to go, and the ball is loose. Defense grabs the football, and there he goes. All by himself down the middle. Touchdown, Huskies. This defense making a big play and putting it in the end zone.
Man, I love the way they break on the football, swarm to the football. This is why you do it, because sometimes the ball comes out, the linebacker picks it up, and tell you what, the big fella shows some speed, takes it all the way back for 6.
Let's see if he can make a play on the return. Really disciplined job by the coverage unit to get down there and make the stop at the 19. The Bayou Bengals will run the offense out onto the field. That 14-point lead is gone, and now they'll try to get back on top with a scoring drive here. Good, solid, determined run there. They'll mark him down at the 27.
Coaches always harp about staying ahead of the chains, and when you can run with that type of efficiency on first down, man, you are doing just that.
Looking to throw, it's Foster. Fires to the big fella. And a good job in coverage there as they stop it after just a few. The Tigers lining up, just needing a few tough inches on third down. They'll try to power their way ahead. That'll be enough for a fresh set of downs. He gets it to the 32. With a first down, they'll snap it from the 32. Use the play fake, now to throw. Moves around to clear up the vision. Couldn't find anybody to throw to. He'll just toss it away. It'll be second down. Couldn't make the connection last time. Let's see if they throw it again. To the air on second down. Quickly out to the tight end.
Well, you hear all the time that the tight end's the QB's best friend. You saw a perfect example of it on that last play, right? Second down, you need to pick up some positive yards to keep this third down manageable. Really nice job of executing that.
That defensive front just flat whipped them as they knock him down for a big loss. It's amazing how play by a defensive end in the backfield can really swing the momentum not only of a series but of a game sometimes.
All you're trying to do is create negative plays, to get them behind the sticks a little bit, to get those sacks, to get those tackles for losses. You see so much stunting in college football up front with the defensive line because you know once you get one of those plays, you got the offense right where you want.
A bold decision to go for it on fourth down and one that did not pay off. Wants to throw on first down off the play fake. The sure hands, it's Thomas. Just what this offense was looking for. Sets him up at the 26 with the first down. Looking to throw on first down. Buys a little time with his feet. Turning it up. Headed to the end zone. And he'll be out of bounds just short of the goal line. But man, are they in business now. Washington comes to the line with a first and goal. Dropping back, it's Chase. Back's got it. And they'll shove him out of bounds after the short gain.
The offense trying to throw it there quickly down close to the goal line. Nice job by the defense tackling the catch.
Trying to punch it in. Into the end zone he goes. Touchdown, Huskies.
And that is exactly what you want from your offense, man. Late in the half, you want to execute and then punch it in physically on the ground. Take the lead going into the half. Take all the momentum. Nice execution on the drive by that offense.
And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. LSU will dive into the playbook here on offense. They'll try to answer that last score with one of their own. A chance here to tie the game with a touchdown drive. Got his man. That's the kind of play that can really get you going as they get it out to the 36. They went up top to pick up the last first down. Let's see what they have here. Wants to go up top on first down. He's got it. Put it right on him. Sweet play, good pickup, and they'll move the chains with the first down. That was a nice pickup, running the drag route and finding that quiet, soft spot in the zone.
Yeah, drag routes not only work against man coverage, they work against zone too. If you can find the soft spot and the quarterback gets it to him early, he can turn upfield. You saw that right there.
LSU getting set on first and 10. Looking downfield on first down. It's on target and complete. And the Tigers can play this second down a lot of ways with just a few yards to go. To the air, it's Foster. Throws for the tight end. Soft spot in the middle. He hauled that one in and got it down to the 15-yard line. On 1st and 10, trying to strike from the 15. Got away from trouble and got rid of it. Gets it out quickly. That completion will take it close to the 5-yard line. They'll mark it at the 6. Here's a timeout on the field. Tight game here late in the first half. Second down coming up on this red zone opportunity. Back to throw time running short in the half. And it's picked off at the goal line. He goes down after the short return, but what a play to get the football back. Listen to this noise. You can't hear yourself think as this defense has them pinned deep in their own end. He's brought down quickly. Minimal gain there. Still a bit short of the first down.
One of the things you love about this running back is not only can he run between the tackles, but he's also a weapon in this offense catching the football.
Got out of trouble and throws. Fires to the big fella. Hauled down, but they'll move the sticks as he picks up the first down. We played 2 quarters here. Time to go to Kevin Connors in our halftime update.
Fellas, by the looks of things, we've had one enjoyable first half in Baton Rouge. And yes, football is a game of inches, but man, is that really the case when you consider the length of some of these possessions. Look, I'm not an analytics guy, but I do know this. The team that sustains drives and just moves the sticks might be the team that comes out on top today. With that said, let's send it back to the guys in Baton Rouge.
All right, Kevin, about ready to get things cranked back up here. And the Huskies will kick it away to crank up the second half. And he's coming out of the end zone. He was looking for some running room, but not much to be found as he stopped at the 18. The Bayou Bengals will run the offense out onto the field. A big reason they find themselves trailing to start the second half, those 2 turnovers in the first.
Yeah, and I think coaches will tell you the number one thing that you got to make sure you do is take care of the football. You want to create explosives, you want to put up a bunch of yards, but step one, Jesse, taking care of the football.
And it just goes to show you how critical those mistakes are. Only 2 plays. That's really what separates this team from potentially having the lead. If they clean up the errors, they've got a chance to win this game.
Finds the tight end. He'll move it up to the 37-yard line, and it'll be a first down. Death Valley has a well-earned rep of being intimidating. It is nice to be the quarterback, to have everything on your side.
And to have everything quiet. It's the loudest place by far that I ever played. I mean, for an entire game, they are on their feet, yelling, screaming. Now, listen, we can't play all the words they're yelling, Reese, but they are an intimidating crowd.
Got a man. It's Carr. They make the stop, trying to pick up just a little bit at a time to get to that first down marker. It'll be 3rd and long. Back to throw. It's Foster. Now he's going to break the pocket. Got out of trouble, got rid of it. It's complete on the right side. Taken out of bounds after a good pickup there. They're in striking distance at the 37. LSU moving the ball quickly down the field. Looking for space. It's Carr. And a good, solid pickup there before the defense knocks him down.
You want to make play calling easy for an offensive coordinator? Run the ball like that every play. I mean, when you can run that on first down and set up a short yardage on second down, it makes play calling easy. Every single call on that sheet is available here on second down.
Nothing doing downfield. He'll cut his losses and throw it away. It'll be 3rd down. The Tigers come to the line on 3rd and short, hoping to keep the drive alive. They'll try to drive ahead on 3rd and short. That'll be enough for the first down, and now they've got it at the 15-yard line.
This defense really is on their heels. They've been on the field now for a long time on this drive, and they're just getting pushed around.
Got enough space. Touchdown LSU. And they take it in for 6 more points.
This running back was not going to be denied. Nice front to create a hole for this running back, and he was able to take advantage.
And they did make the extra point, and we have a tie ball game here in the third. Kickoff unit is out there again, and this crowd is feeling themselves after that last drive. He'll bring it out. It's Chambers. Nice job by the kickoff team. Everybody stayed in their lanes, and they'll stop him at the 16. And Washington is ready to go back on the attack. That touchdown lead they had has disappeared, and now we have a whole new ball game as they start the drive. Off-play action on first down. Caught behind the line. It's Turbin. And this one will be stopped for no gain. Washington wants to go quickly.
Well, the defense didn't have a lot of time to celebrate that last big play because here's the offense right away back at the line of scrimmage, ready to roll again with tempo.
Off-play action. Got it in the middle. It's Ford. Now they've got a little room to work with. They're out to the 28 with a first down.
That's a really good-looking throw right there, and that was a tight spiral, too. You guys remember the great Washington Husky quarterback, Warren Moon? I don't think anybody threw a more pretty ball than Warren Moon did. Tightest spiral I've ever seen. That right there reminded me of old number 1.
To the air. It's Chase. Gets it out fast. And he goes out of bounds after coming up with positive yardage there. Better get that seismograph ready here in Death Valley. Huge third down coming. Grabbed in the middle. It's Thomas. They'll make the stop about 3 yards short of the first down. Washington sends out the punt team. This will be the second time they've had to kick it away. He's got it. This guy is a daring punt return man. He's not going to settle for the fair catch. A solid return. Gets a little bit of ground for the offense. Off the play fake on first down to throw. Unleashes one. And that incomplete pass caused by the big hit on first down. Second down coming.
Well, the quarterback knew he wanted to go to his tight end on that play. He's a big physical target, but it was the hit on the play that forced the incompletion.
Leaves it with the back. Turns it on in midfield. Nice pickup. The ground there, and they'll move the sticks with the first down.
And that is just an attitude run, running it right up the middle, right into the teeth of that defense.
They'll go to the ground. They pick up half of it. It'll be 2nd and 5.
And I kind of like how the running back didn't mess around. Like, just get downhill when you see an opening. A lot of times they close so fast, man. Be decisive, stick your foot in the ground, pick up 3 to 4, and we are not going to complain.
Lofts one high and deep. And it's incomplete after taking a shot on second down. They're staring at third. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. They have work in front of them on 3rd and short from the 42. Snagged out of the air. Brought down at the 20-yard line after ripping off the big play.
This guy's having a day. It doesn't matter where he's lined up or what routes he's running. He just seems to always be getting open. And his quarterback is taking notice. He's looking his way. Nice job there, throwing in time, getting it to him.
It's a fumble. Recovered by the defense, and he's off.
Man, you're trying to break the tie. You've got this golden opportunity in the red zone here in the second half, but you've got to hold on to the football, and that's a play that is going to haunt him for a long time to come.
Dropping back, it's Chase. Rushes on him. He turns this into a nice gain and gets down to avoid the hit. The Huskies come to the line in the hurry-up.
Hey, listen, it's important at that position to be able to be good off schedule. Everything's easy when it's on time. You get the ball out, but when things break down, they get off schedule. You've got to have a guy back there that can make the right decisions. He did exactly that.
Didn't get much on first down. It's 2nd and 9. Wants to go up top. With the catch, it's Turbin. And he goes down right there, but a solid pickup, and it'll be a first down. Washington has it and a fresh set of downs.
Nice job by the quarterback, seeing the receiver come open, getting him the football, making the first down, and they like to do this. When they make a first down, they want to go fast. They want to crank up the tempo.
And he'll step across the sidelines after making a good gain on that one. Wide receiver comes in motion. The play action fake. Unloads to the wideout. A strike downfield. Makes the grab and knock down, and he's got it at the 25-yard line. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. All the way down to the 25-yard line. It's 1st and 10. Looking to throw on 1st down. Quarterback now on the run, still looking. How about this sophomore stopping him short of the 1st down line? Working well behind the sticks on 2nd down.
I got to be honest, I know the defense respected this guy's running ability. I don't know, though, if they knew it was this good. He has been gashing them in this game with his leg.
Breaks into the open. Really good job by everybody there. Well blocked, good run, and a 1st down. These two quarterbacks have produced as we check out their numbers after 3. These two teams about to find out what they're made of as we open the 4th all tied up. They'll go back to work with a 1st down in the final period. Motion from the back. Looking for a man. It's Chase. Lets it fly. Touchdown, Huskies. And they grab the advantage, taking the lead here in the 4th. Lining up to tack one more onto that lead. A score for the big fella here. Why are tight ends so effective in the red zone?
Well, these aren't the guys that are going to burn by you and go for 70 most of the time, but when you can use their big-bodied frames, threaten them to run the football and be a blocker in the running game, and now you slip them in the secondary, make that big play.
Really disciplined job by the coverage unit to get down there and make the stop at the 19. LSU will dive into the playbook here on offense. That last fumble proved to be costly as they cashed it in for a touchdown.
Yeah, and so this defense now is juiced. They're excited and ready to go. So this offense, David, they've got to get something going.
Yeah, those turnovers can be contagious, man. They get you excited, and then when your offense takes it down the field and does something with it, this offense better be ready to play against a motivated defense.
Hines is way ahead for 5, and now they've got it at the 28.
And, you know, when we talk about great 3rd down defenses, it really starts with them getting stops on 1st and 2nd down. You've got to get those stops early in the drives to set up 3rd and long, so that's a missed opportunity on that 2nd down by this defense.
Solid work and execution there. They'll have a 1st down as they mark it at the 40. They moved the chains on the ground last time. Let's see if they try to hit them up top. The offense changing the play. Wants to throw on 1st down. Pocket breaking down. Right midfield, he's got room. Ridden out of bounds at the 45. A big play for this offense.
Really nice time. Nice job by the quarterback. He drops back to pass. But how about saving your best for when it matters most late in the ballgame? Biggest run of the day in a big moment.
And there were no creases or crevices to run through, and they shove him out of bounds. Plenty of work to do here on 2nd and long. Back to throw, it's Foster. Finds his man, it's Lindsey. Almost had a lot more room there, but he'll go out of bounds at the 36.
You see this more and more in college football. Motion the running back out of the backfield. What am I looking for? I'm looking to see if it's man coverage. Does a linebacker go and chase him? If he does, guess what I get to do? Take advantage of my matchup. I like my speed better than yours.
Trying to make magic on the scramble. He goes out of bounds across the 25, mark it at the 24. This defense, its head is spinning. Big drive drive for this offense late, trying to tie the game. They pieced together a couple of first downs, and here they come again. To the air on first down. Makes the grab. Stopped after a good pickup, and he'll be just a tad short of the first down. The Tigers with a 2nd and short to keep this drive moving. Back to pass. Fears the pressure. Had to throw it before he wanted. He gets rid of it, but I don't think they're going to let him get away with that. Nope, here comes the flag. The officials offer the deal, and the coach accepts it. They will take the penalty. This will be the 8th play of the drive, but a great opportunity for the defense to get off the field. Motion from the wide receiver. On 3rd and long, you'll need to push it downfield. He makes the catch. He found his man and zipped it in there, and they've got a first down in the red zone at the 11. LSU with the 1st and 10 here. From the red zone, it's Lindsey. And he rolls into the house. Touchdown, Tigers!
And the running back was not going to be denied on that play. He had a hole. He saw it. He put his foot in the ground, and that was payday.
And it's good, and we're tied in the 4th quarter. They're ready to kick it away, and this crowd is buzzing after that last score. Bringing it back. And the coverage team gets the returner on the ground. Huskies have it back, trying to make this defense bow down to Washington. They had to stand by and watch that scoring march, and now it's up to them to find a way to answer it. Looking to pass. It's Chase. Makes the grab over the middle.
This quarterback right now is in a groove, and he's doing a nice job in pre-snap. He's reading the coverage, and he's getting an idea of where he wants to go with the football. That's why the ball's coming out of his hands so quickly. That's why he seems like he's in a great rhythm right now.
Running back searching for a hole. They keep feeding him in this running game, and the defense is having none of it. It's been that way all day. They're going to try to throw for it on 3rd down. They stay aggressive and push their way out to the 33, and it's first down. Washington right back to the line.
And it's on 3rd downs like this. If you want to attack the middle of the field, you got to look for the tight end. Really nice route. Great job looking that football in. You can tell this quarterback really has a lot of confidence when he's in the pocket looking for the big fella, and they're able to hook up there.
Didn't get much on first down. It's 2nd and 9. Looking to fire. Got a man. They knock him down, but he's got enough to get it across the line and pick up the first down. This Washington offense moving quickly down the field. From the gun, they'll give it on the inside. And he has had a long day at the office, not to mention the backfield, as the defense has been all over him. Gonna run it. It's Turbot. It continues to be a long day as they are just swarming every time he gets the ball. Trying to move the sticks on 3rd down through the air. He lets one fly deep. Makes the grab right down the middle. Touchdown, Washington. And they've moved out front here in the 4th.
Quarterback's abilities to read the field is huge. And also the anticipation, the timing. To be able to throw the football, Jesse, and hit a guy in stride so he can get run after the catch and get in the end zone, that was a nice job by the quarterback.
Yeah, it's critical, David. Listen, a lot of times touchdown passes aren't thrown into the end zone. You've got to read the coverage, hit the open guy, and let him do the rest.
The Bayou Bengals will run the offense out onto the field. How about that blocking up front and that running game last time as they just walked it down for a touchdown, David?
And the big boys up front doing their job. Opening holes, the backs making plays, everything on the ground on that first drive worked.
And we know that this is the identity this coaching staff wants for this team, right? They want to be the most physical team on the field. Let's see if they can keep it up.
Finds his man down the middle.
The offense gets the ball out pretty quick, but man, if you're going to do that, that's fine. But we got to get the first down, or we got to get out of bounds so we can stop the clock. This offense, they've got to execute a little bit tighter down the stretch of this close football game.
Quick strike complete. Quick timeout call by the offense after the play, trying to preserve every minute possible. The upset's been bubbling all day. Now at a full-fledged boil, guys. See if they can finish it off.
Can the underdog hold on? That's the big question right now. They've done so many positive things in this game, David, to put themselves in position to win, but this is the critical moment where your execution has got to be at its best.
And sometimes you start thinking now, and you start letting that clock tick, and you stop kind of playing carefree. Keep doing what you've done all day long to build the lead, finish this thing out, pull off the big upset.
Wants to throw. It's Foster. Oh, they're after him.
And you just got to know the situation of the game, honestly. After that incompletion now setting up third down, you still got timeouts. You can attack the middle of the field. It's all out there for you. There's no need to panic. Because of those timeouts, you still have an eternity to get back in this game.
Just keep slinging it. He's going to let one fly down the middle. It's incomplete, and this ought to be a boost of confidence for this defense, getting a stop against these guys on third down.
Well, you know the defense felt freaked out on that one. Here in the fourth quarter, and you're lined up against one of the fastest players in all of college football, and they're taking a shot up top. You just hold on tight and hope for the best, and that time they were able to force an incompletion.
Gotta have it here on fourth down. Converts on fourth down, and he's still going. They immediately call timeout, trying to preserve every second they can to try to rally here late. In search of that tying touchdown. They've moved the chains a couple of times. It's 1st and 10 again. Looking to throw on first down. Gets rid of it. He's got an open man. Defense makes a stop, but the chains move, and it's 1st and goal from the 8. Everybody has to be set. They have to get it off. From the gun. Almost had the completion, just missed it.
Yeah, it's hard. This is the hardest time because you got to have plays and you got to have scripts because you know they're sitting back with all the DBs on the field in a dime package playing pass. How can we get first downs?
Trying to get it in. Touchdown, Tigers! And they add 6 more to the board with that trip to the house.
That great execution. That is how it's done late in the football game now. All you need is that extra point. Bring the kicker out there. This is what you do. Just like practice, knock it through the uprights, tie this football game, and we might be looking at overtime soon.
The extra point is up and good, and we are tied up in the 4th. Coming down the stretch in the 4th, and we are all tied up, about set to kick it away. And he takes this from inside the 5. And the returner will be brought down. And Washington is ready to go back on the attack. There's enough time to get the ball down the field here, David, but you've got to make sure you're efficient and avoid mistakes.
Yeah, and those 2-minute drills, you always talk about the first down, Jesse. Get that first down, stop the clock, get some momentum going on offense.
Yeah, and good decision-making by the quarterback, too, right? You don't have to be greedy in this situation. Just take what the defense gives you and get yourself in position to win.
Back to throw, it's Chase. And that ball's on the ground behind the line. Offense scoops it up and still going. 4 quarters not enough to settle this one. We're headed to overtime.
And these teams have played so well, back and forth, evenly contested game. How about a little free football, Jesse?
Yeah, I love this, David. Free football. I'm finding out which of these two teams is the most mature. Who can settle down now with the game on the line and make the big play.
All right, guys, so here we go in overtime, and just to refresh everyone's memory, alternating possession starting on the opponent's 25.
And you want to play defense first because you want to know what you need. That's a key philosophical approach for most teams when it comes to overtime, David.
Yeah, and remember the rule change a couple years ago, too, and the second overtime and two-point conversion. So all this stuff is situational type football that you better have worked on throughout these weeks of the season.
We'll get it started here in overtime. Might be calling a hot route. And with this place rocking, the crowd forces a false start.
False start on offense.
So the decision has been made, and the coach will take the penalty. Quarterback empties his backfield. Looking to throw. Finds his target down the middle. They bring him down, but a solid pickup to put them in position to pick up a first down.
Coaches always tell their quarterbacks, you can't go broke taking a profit. You can't always hit posts and bombs deep down the field. If the coverage takes away throws downfield, just take what's underneath and let your receiver advance the football.
They'll run the counter. Really good running, gets it into the red zone, and they'll have it at the 16.
Man, you play this whole game back and forth into overtime. Now you got a chance to set the tone, run the football in overtime, and be a little physical.
And if you can run the ball and not put it in jeopardy by throwing passes, that's a great way to finish the deal. To throw, it's Foster. If he runs this back, this game's over. Trying to take it back. And the takeaway is the exclamation point, the game saver for the win. And man, just a soul-crushing turnover by this offense here in overtime.
It's so tough throwing the ball down in this area of the field, right? The windows are so much smaller, and they open and they close so much quicker. You've got to be so precise with timing and accuracy if you're the quarterback. And that time, it came back to bite him. Just didn't execute well enough.
So now it's second and long. They'll leave it with him. Shakes off the defender.
And what's the closest guy to the football, man? It's those defensive tackles, and those guards and centers have to work together, man. They got to get those guys and get some movement. They don't on this play, and the big fella eats. Nowhere to go. When you run into him, you usually meet him.
Rush coming in hot, and they got it.
That is such a big play by the defense here. Early in overtime, you come up with a massive negative play, getting a sack on third down, and this is no gimme kick. If they miss this field goal, your offense is back on the field, and all you've got to do is kick a field goal to win this thing.
Right down the boulevard. It's good. And guys, after the field goal, now they have the lead.
And you want a touchdown and you want to be aggressive, but man, right down the middle,